Welcome back, guys. My name's Joseph.
I'm Sydney.
And I'm Kat.
Yeah, they're back.
Woo!
I feel like I'm finally talking to you guys. Wait, what?
There's keys jingling somewhere.
The janitors.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry that I couldn't talk to you guys before. I was busy setting up.
Oh, like just now?
Yeah,
Oh, you're fine. We were watching
forgiven.
the Just Ken exclusive.
Just Ken?
Just Ken.
Barbie.
Oh, the Barbie? Wait, have
Yeah.
you guys seen the Barbie thing?
Not yet. It comes out
yet?
Thursday.
Oh, it comes out Thursday?
Yeah,
Like
we have
Wednesday night or
9:40
whatever.
p.m. tickets to see it Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, who are you guys going with?
Each
It's like-
other.
Yeah,
and
then
5 dudes.
V what?
Each other.
Oh, each other and
and then 5 dudes.
Oh,
who
have
are-
I met
Oh,
them?
yeah.
Who are more excited than us to see it.
Wait, have I met them?
You met Gabe Ferrero.
Oh, you met both
you met most of
Jacob
them,
and John.
actually.
Oh,
Remember the
them.
two guys that
Yeah,
came?
yeah,
Yeah.
And then Gabe Ferrero, the kid on the bike.
Yeah.
He came back.
Yeah, you've interviewed him before, I
yeah.
think.
Yeah.
So who's the other two?
A guy named Miles and then another guy named Gabe.
Another Gabe's. Two
Yeah,
Gabe's.
2 Gabes.
Mhm.
Oh,
Mhm.
got
Yeah.
you. So anyway, before we start,
Got you. You were like,
Yeah.
got you.
how's it been, guys?
Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Catherine's had a ringer.
Dude, okay, so I drove back to Ann Arbor today, right?
Wait, today?
Yeah. I was in Grand Rapids for like
Okay,
the
okay.
weekend. It's like family stuff. And so, okay, I'm gonna like set the entire scene for you because I've been like so pressed all day. But essentially, so I like get in my car and I'm like taking like the exit to go like east from Grand Rapids. I get onto the highway and I kid you not, like I'm on the highway for like 15-20 seconds. I'm going 76 miles per hour, which like, you know,
Oh, okay.
right? Like, I mean, you know, I feel like, you know, that it's pretty normal. Like, I'm going 76 on the highway, and then I get pulled over by a state trooper, and I was like, fuck.
Wait, are you sure it was 76?
Yeah, that's well, because I saw my ticket afterwards, and
Oh, you
that's
saw-
like, yeah. So essentially, what happened was apparently the ramp that I like got off of right before is where the construction zone started. And so the speed limit is 60, not 70.
Oh.
So literally, I kid you not, I was on that highway for like 15 seconds. I got pulled over, and like, I've never been pulled over before. Like, this is my first time, never gotten a speeding ticket or like anything. And so I was obviously like shaking, and I was like trembling and quivering talking to this dude. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm a student, Michigan, on my way back to Ann Arbor. Like, never gotten like pulled over before. Like, I'm so sorry. He gave me a ticket anyways. Also gonna get points on my license. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, is there anything that I can do to not like have like this points on the
Penalty,
license like situation? Because if it was just like a fine, like obviously that sucks too. But like, you know, it's a little better than also getting points. So, yeah. And he was like, oh, it's not up to me. And I was like, it is up to you. I was like, it is up to you. Like, but obviously it's a state trooper. So like, they just like have no grace at all ever. So yeah, that was my day today. Yeah. And I'll probably have to like take one of those classes to get those points removed. Probably want to go to court and try to dispute the ticket. Well, because I was like, I'd rather try than, you know.
Oh.
So you can either like pay for it or you have 10 days to dispute at the like county court.
Do you have to go back to Grand Rapids for that?
Yep. Because I was, it was in,
10
yeah.
days, that'd be
Yeah.
bad.
But it's just like, yeah, we're moving out this weekend. And then it's like that on top of that. And then last week someone hit my car and like when it was parked and then didn't leave a note and so broke off the back taillight. And I like also just got my car. So like I'm just.
Wait, do you have a picture of it? Of your broken
Yeah.
leg? I'm gonna put that in.
Yeah. No. Well, okay. I was like, where is like, do people not care about others these days? I'm like, will you please leave a note? Like, you know, just like, oh wait, the eggs.
Can you airdrop it to me right now?
Yeah. Bro. Like, how does that even happen? I feel like.
Airdrop it to me.
Okay.
Airdrop. So that was today?
No, that was
that
like
was
last
week.
weekend. Yeah. Yeah. Also, wait, look at. was saying I should get this for Gabe.
Oh, that's really funny.
Eggs.
Yes, you should. That's
Funny. Anyways.
Wow.
But yeah, so that was my day.
So were you driving by yourself when you were coming
Yeah.
home?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where were you?
I was, like, simply not with her.
Yeah.
I was
Where-
babysitting, bro.
Oh, gotcha.
Dude, shit's rough.
But you look fine though.
You're being so courteous right now. There's a lot of other things Catherine's going through, but she's
Really?
keeping those personal.
Yeah.
Oh, and something else too.
Yeah, there's just like a lot of shit right now. A lot of shit.
When I walked into the house and she was like, "Bro, you will not fucking believe what happened today." I'm like, "This is
Wait,
the
today?
last."
Like today?
That happened today. Her ticket.
Okay, yeah, ticket.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just
I'm
had
like,
like a
this
rough
is simply
week.
the last thing this poor girl needs
Oh,
after
yeah.
the last week
I
she's
mean,
had.
Dude, I better be racking up some good ass karma.
Bro,
'cause
when
if
it
not,
comes at once.
Dude, yeah, I'm like, I just need like 1 week to breathe, but that 1 week to breathe just like has not existed in the past
No.
like
And
several weeks.
but I told her this. I'm like, this could make you feel better, but actually might make you slap me.
Bro, yeah.
Like, there's a new moon in Cancer tonight, and then there's nodal shifts. It's just making everyone's life hell.
Bruh.
She did not appreciate that.
well, the thing
But
is,
it was funny.
the brighter side is it's only gonna get better. From here.
So, okay, that's funny though, and like
She
I'm
probably
like
thought that 3 days ago. and
exactly.
got
No,
it.
that's what I'm trying to say is like, I mean, I want to stay optimistic obviously, but like, bro, I said that shit like last week. But like things just keep happening. I'm like, bro, what's next? But I like can't.
The universe is testing you.
Oh my god, it is testing me. Yeah.
Wait, so do you have something to look forward to now?
Do you?
Oh,
Do you? Oh, we're
on
seeing
Wednesday.
Big Time Rush on Wednesday.
Yeah,
Wednesday. Wait, what date's today? I forgot.
it's like my
On the-
childhood, like my inner child is gonna be healed so insanely.
Wait, where is it? Where is it happening?
Pine Knob
Where's Pine Knob?
in
Clarkston?
Clarkston.
Clarkston.
It used to be called DTE.
Wow.
But Pine Knob. Oh, it's gone back and forth, but now it's Pine Knob again.
Gotcha.
It's gonna be so fun.
Yeah, it's a cool venue. It's like an outdoor amphitheater.
Oh, so you've been there?
Yeah, I saw Charlie Puth there when I was like in like
No.
8th grade. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
What about you, Sydney?
What about me?
Let's go through your week. Yeah.
My week's been a breeze compared to Catherine's. I babysat today. I worked yesterday and then I worked Saturday. Saw my friend from home Saturday night. She lives in Boston, but she was back for her
was she?
sister's grad party. Ava was, yeah. That's where I was went there
Ava's grad
Saturday
party.
night. Yeah.
You're right.
And then that's it.
Gotcha.
There's nothing exciting going on.
Wait, so today's Monday, and then you worked Friday. Wait, when'd you work exactly?
Bro, you're testing my like memory.
So is it like here and there?
I feel
Is it
like all the
random?
days just start meshing into one.
What happened Friday? What did we do on Friday? Oh, I know what I did Friday. I did work Friday.
Yeah.
I worked Thursday. Then I worked Friday, but I did something else.
Gotcha.
I didn't do like my usual work.
Wait,
Sounds so cryptic.
wait, where do you work? I think you mentioned.
I'm
it, I
not
forgot.
dropping my place of employment. I could tell you off camera, but I don't want people. Not that anyone would watch it and show up, but no, I'm not doing that.
Wait, why don't you want to put it out there?
Because people here go through all the time. I see people I know all the time, and I'm like, I'm not advocating for that. Do not come through my place of work.
Wait,
I don't
where
want to
is
see
it? Where is
anyone.
it?
You might not even know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't drink. Oh, never mind.
You don't drink coffee?
No, I don't drink. Oh, coffee's fine. Okay, I don't drink coffee, so.
Okay. Anyway,
But they know it's a coffee shop now.
that's okay.
Yeah,
There's
that's okay.
plenty around here.
Oh yeah, so many.
And then I coached a club volleyball team last year, so I was like went and helped with tryouts Friday. Then I worked Saturday and Sunday, and then I babysat today, and I work tomorrow.
For the babysitting, like how does that work?
I
Like how
go
do you
to
know
their
when
house
to?
and watch their children?
Like how do you get the hours? Like do they just text you? Oh,
Yeah,
Like, at
I'm
this
like
time.
really good family friends with like the parents, and she'll just call me and be like, "Yo," like yesterday she texted me and said she was going out to lunch. She needs someone to watch the kids, so I was like, "Yeah, I got you," and I just drove over and watched her kids for 4 hours.
What do you usually do?
What do I do when I watch them?
Because I know that some people just give their kids iPad.
I mean, they watched a lot of Austin and LA today, but that's because we went
wait,
outside
that's
and it was
funny.
way too hot. I know.
Yeah.
Dude, watching like shows that like came out when you were leaving like the Disney Channel space is so weird.
Oh yeah, like the
Like-
newer ones.
Yeah,
like
they love like Good Luck Charlie too, which I like that one. Austin Alley's
well, those are like
okay.
those like I feel like I wouldn't consider those like leaving the Disney Channel like when we were leaving. I feel like those were like our childhood cores.
Oh, not me. I was not watching around that time. Like I knew of it and I'd watch it occasionally, but I wasn't watching it then.
Really?
I moved from like Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place, Sunny with a Chance.
Right.
Then from there, that's like when Austin and Ally came out was more when I was watching like iCarly and Victorious.
Okay,
Oh.
I
left
honestly
Disney Channel.
I was a huge Nick
out of it.
fan. I mean, I like occasionally dabbled with Disney Channel, but like my core childhood shows, like when you were watching like Wizards of Waverly Place, yeah, I was just like watching iCarly, Victorious, Drake and Josh, Zoe 101.
I watched Drake and Josh. I did not watch Zoe 101.
Yeah.
I would watch a few episodes. I did watch Drake and Josh, but I mainly like
Shit,
watched
was so
iCarly
good.
and Victorious.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I watched like everything that you guys mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like I think a lot of people definitely like watch both Disney
Yeah.
Channel and Nick a lot.
Gotcha. Anyway,
Yeah.
you watch like shows with the kid.
Like we went outside. They entertain themselves. They're 3, 6, and 8, I think. So like the 8-year-old just does his own thing, and then the other 2 just entertain themselves. I just sit there and watch and make sure they don't like accidentally kill themselves, you know, or hurt themselves in any way.
Yeah.
Or like I'm there to like wipe butts when they shit their pants and to like help
Yeah.
them take it happened today and help them take like sweatshirts off because they can't do it yet and help I just sit there.
Yeah.
They totally, I mean, like I was the same way. I entertained myself,
Right.
but sometimes I'll like take them to the park, or they have a library card, I'll take them to the library if they're feeling adventurous but they didn't want to leave the house today. It was like a battle to get them outside. So yeah.
Wow. Were there? Do you have like a funny story that you have to like tell people? This happened
From babysitting?
Yeah, from babysitting. I feel like there's some events happening when you babysit kids. No,
Things
Yeah.
happen.
right?
Mm-hmm.
One thing, you don't have to. But if you have
The
one.
first thing that comes to mind, it's not really funny, is once, I think this was last year, the youngest is a girl and she deeply loves her mother, which I understand. But one time, I think it was last year, maybe 2 years ago, I've been watching them since like they've been born, like each of them.
Mhm.
And I came in and she freaked out and she like slammed the door on me, and then she ran outside and tried to run after her mom's car as her mom was leaving.
Yo.
And she like sprinted into the street and ran down the street, and I'm like running after her and I grab her and she starts screaming and like kicking her feet, like it looked like I was abducting a child.
No.
And I was just waiting for someone to like call the cops and like for them to show up, because it genuinely looked like I was harming
Yeah.
or like abducting a kid, but she was just like upset that her mom was leaving.
Right.
And that happened. I got her inside. She didn't talk to me for like an hour and a half afterwards. But then, and she was like 2 or 3 at the time. She's got a lot of attitude in that 2-year-old. Well, she's 4 now. Or about to turn 4. But
Mhm.
that's the first thing that comes to mind. That was like one of those things that the world doesn't train you for until it happens. And you're like mental. I'm texting my mom and the woman I babysit for. We're like really close, so I can like be like, don't be surprised if you get a call from me in jail, because it looked like I was just hurting your child outside in public.
Yeah.
But I was not.
Your like maternal instincts like kick in and you're like,
Yeah. Oh my God. I got like kicked everywhere, but I'm like, girl, you cannot be in the street right now.
Yeah.
Because they live in like
Jeez.
like in a downtown area. So
Yeah.
I'm like, not
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
I love her to death, but that tested me a lot.
After babysitting, do you want to have a baby?
No.
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 Did it? Oh, from the beginning. Oh, I didn't want a baby. I'm not gonna have kids.
I've been babysitting like my whole life.
Oh, your whole life.
It's not like
Oh.
the issue of kids. Like, so I've been the 4-year-old. I've been watching her since she was like 3 months.
Mhm.
So I've dealt with like the won't go to bed,
Mm.
whatever, like colic, whatever. But it's pregnancy that scares me.
Mm.
Like, you don't. I think
Yeah.
I would be, if I didn't have social media, I'd be so. My mom and I have talked about this because my mom is like, we've openly discussed how like she was not knowledgeable going in, and she just like had a kid and was like, oh shit, because there was no resources.
Right.
You know, I mean, you could look stuff up online.
I mean, but like
you
not
don't
in a
even
way
know
that
what
you
to
do
look up
right now. Like
But now I scroll
shit
through
just
TikTok.
like pops up now.
Yeah, now
It's
I scroll
like-
through TikTok, and there's that one person that's keeping a list of like why you should get pregnant, because all the things that can happen, and I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah. No.
What's something you're scared of the most?
Dude, I don't even think you want to know. Like,
You're
there's so many awful
like-
things. Like, you're freaking,
like
your
your vag
hole's
just like
splitting into
ripping
one.
like
Yeah.
all directions.
Yeah, your vagina splits all the way down to your ass.
Yeah.
You like can die.
Yeah.
That's a big
Can,
one
like
for
internally
me.
bleed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
There's
else?
just like so much. I mean, there's
so
like
many things.
I mean, obviously everybody's like so different, but I feel like there's so many health complications that follow pregnancy, especially like even if you have like a small history of like any sort of like medical condition in the past, like you could be like pregnancy is like, I mean, it's very like physically taxing thing to like
It's so
grow
is.
a child in your body. So yeah,
It's a lot of
just, like,
unappealing things. More.
yeah.
My mom's like, no, it's worth it. You guys are worth it. I'm like, fuck that. No, nothing is worth the like amount of shit you have to go through. Some people get really lucky and they have like a breeze of a pregnancy.
Right.
And there's people who get like everything that can go wrong in the book.
Yeah.
And I feel like I would be one of those people. So I'm simply want to avoid it.
So no kids for you. What about you?
I want kids. Yeah.
You want kids?
Yeah. Yeah. I would love to. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. I mean, like, also, I mean, it obviously sucks that we have to be, like, thinking about this, but world we're living in, just, like, the state of everything, like, I do kind of ponder the question, like, you know, 20 years down the line, like, is it going to be, like, a ethically great world to, like, bring children into? That is something that I think about, but in a perfect world where, like, it's, like, healthy to, like, have kids living in whatever environment, I would love to have kids.
How many kids?
Yeah. I love big families, so I don't know, like 3 or 4 kids.
3 or
God
4?
damn.
Yeah,
Think
I
about
would-
that college tuition, girl.
Dude, I know.
I hate to be
like,
that person, but I'm like, think about,
Yeah.
I got a lot of money.
I mean, like, this is, yeah, obviously in like a perfect scenario. Like, if I had the money to have like a lot of kids, like,
maybe by then college will be
Yeah.
free.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Do you have gender preference?
not really.
Whoa.
I mean, like, not necessarily, but I mean, I love the relationship that I have with my mom, and just like that, like that kind of. I feel like my household has been more like matriarchy, you know, like just like mother, very mother. And I always thought it'd be really cool to see like 3 generations of like women. So I'd love to have a little girl, but yeah, I mean, like, I don't really have like I need to have like this first, then like, you know, one, yeah. But I would love to have a little girl. Yeah, I think that'd be really cute.
Do you want to have both though, guys and girls?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Wait, do you have siblings?
Yeah, I have an older brother.
You have an older brother.
Yeah. I think it'd be cool, like, my kid had an older brother. I think, yeah.
Okay, you have an older brother. You have one younger brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I just have one brother.
How's you guys' relationship with your siblings?
It's good. Yeah.
It's a lot better now than it used to be. You guys have like a very different dynamic.
Yeah,
Because they have a big age gap.
Yeah. I mean, my brother and I have always been super close. Like, very, like, friendly relationship, which I'm, like, so grateful for. But, yeah, he's 7 years older than me. So it's, like, we've always had, like, a good relationship. But I think the older we get, the closer we get to be, just because you can talk about more, like, mature things, you know? I mean, when he was in college, I was 11 years old, you know? So it's, like, that kind of conversation gap, I guess, of like what you should talk about with your 11-year-old little sister when you're like in college, versus now I'm 20 and he's 27, so like now we can practically talk about anything, and obviously like opening up that space to like be able to have deeper conversations just like brings you closer. So yeah, I think we've always had a good relationship, but definitely getting closer as we get older, for that like reason.
Were there like an event where it really made you guys really close? Like a specific event, or was it just like naturally just?
I mean,
getting
I
close?
think it was like natural. Also, like I grew up with just my mom and my older brother, so it was like the three of us. So like the three of us are super close. And in a lot of ways, my older brother kind of fulfilled like almost like that father figure, like older role model in that way. Obviously my mom's like spectacular, but yeah, I think just like growing up in that environment, like it made the three of us like super close and like always looking out for each other.
Oh, wait. So
Right.
your dad, where's your?
He lives in Ohio.
Oh, so it's
But-
like. Oh,
yeah,
okay, gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
What about you? At the beginning, it wasn't that good. Like,
I
got
mean,
better, right?
I feel like any relationship where two siblings are like 2 years
Close in
apart,
age, yeah.
it's like a fucking disaster for the first 15 years of life. And Owen and I we get along super well now, and like since I moved out, we've been pretty close. And we do a lot of things together now, like, so we're much closer now. But like growing up, I mean, we were always close growing up. Like we do a lot of things together, mainly because of like sibling ties. But I was super bossy as a kid, and he like he was such an instigator, so there was a lot of wars going down. And like I have an early memory of the first time my parents left us at home to like go to like Taco Bell to get dinner or something, and I said something to Owen. I was probably being a bitch, TBH. Like I was such a like bitchy sister at times. And I so vividly remember my brother chasing me around with the broom, and he was like trying to hit me with the broom because he was mad at me. This is forever ago. This is like over 10 years ago. This is like a very long time ago. But
Yeah, it's like yesterday.
no,
Like,
literally. But no, we're close now. And I think both of us have always been pretty mature, but like I think naturally girls tend to be more mature at like the same age. And then my brother's 2 years younger, but now he's like 18 and he's about to go to college and whatever, and he's come to visit us a ton of times.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're a lot closer now. But typical older sister, younger brother dynamic for the first like 18 years of life.
And like when you're like 2 years apart, you're like that overlap of being like hormonal and like going through puberty at the same, like, you know, like that period of time when like you're just like an angsty like pre-teen, like you're like a tween.
Well, the weird thing
you know?
was like, so my brother hit puberty. I think we both kind of hit puberty early. That's really personal information, but it doesn't matter. But my brother like grew really fast, and so we had actually a lot of overlap in terms of like our teenage years. Like he was able to hold me on his shoulders when he was 11 and I was 13. He was always like the biggest kid in his class. Like he was always the tallest, always the strongest. So people always thought we were twins because developmentally we always looked like I was 4 and Owen was 2 and we were the same size.
Yeah.
So we've always looked the same, and like age wise, whatever. Now he looks older than me, but that's irrelevant. And yeah, I don't know. It's like there definitely is, like, because when I was in like high school, he was still like going into middle school, and I was like mid high school, whatever. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Do you have any siblings?
I have one older brother, 2 years apart. 2 years apart.
Same kind of thing.
But for guys and guys, they always fight. That's the thing.
Oh, listen, my brother and I, we fought like boys, because I come from an all football family. Like my mom played football, so I was not afraid to like beat the shit out of my brother. So when I like people would watch us and like they'd probably think I looked like a boy for a lot of my adolescence. Also irrelevant information. I heard it grow. And we would like we looked like brothers. So I understand. We definitely had a unusual sister brother dynamic in terms of like I definitely verbally abused him, but there was also some physicality to it as well.
Call him Hwang.
Yeah. But what is it? When there's like two guys, like when they fight, they like throw hands, and it gets messy.
Oh, we threw hands. Oh yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Are you kidding?
Damn, y'all like.
I had to stop soon though because
Fuck.
Owen like outgrew me so fast. Like I can remember the last time I tried to fight him and he just pinned me down and spit in my face and then walked away.
Bro.
Wait, when was this? How old were you?
This is a while ago. I was probably like 12 maybe.
12. Oh, okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because I remember me and my brother like fighting, and then one time it got to a point where he like punched my face.
Yeah.
Literally. punched
Yeah.
my-
Oh yeah.
So I got like a bruise.
Mhm.
After that, it kind of like sets up the hierarchy.
Mhm. Power dynamic.
Yeah, power dynamic.
Yeah.
After that, I think I got better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you definitely need some sort of, that. You need to know like who's like
Who's the boss?
who has the authority, kind of. You know?
Yeah, I'm the boss.
Yeah.
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 Owen's bigger than me, but intellectually, I like am so superior to Owen.
Yeah.
That was a joke, but
Yeah.
no.
But I still don't really talk to him. We're
Really?
fine when I see him.
So like not
But-
super close.
Yeah, I think.
Where
it's
is he
for
right
guys.
now?
He's in Korea right now.
Oh, really?
Really? Okay.
Is he living
Gotcha.
there?
Right now, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
He might come here. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's-
did he go to school there?
Not here.
Oh, he went
Gotcha.
to U of M?
No, not here.
Oh.
Iowa.
Oh, sick.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Very
Got
cool.
you. Got you.
And you also said something about Korea when I was like setting this up.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Well, so I can't study abroad during the school year.
Wait, why?
Because the School of Public Health, it's like such a strict like core curriculum that like you need to be on campus like all 4 of the semesters during the program. So I was looking into
Wait, all 4 semesters?
so like it's a junior and senior year
Okay.
program, so like fall, winter. So I was looking into like summer programs, and since I'm doing like an Asian studies major too, I was like, I could go to Korea. Like that would be dope. I mean, all my family, like all my like relatives and everyone's over there. And then I think U of M does like their program with Yonsei University, which is like great. So yeah, I'm like thinking about maybe doing that if like the time allows, and doing that next summer. And then my brother is in Chicago right now. At JP Morgan. And so he was just talking about this weekend that they have like a sister like tower, like their sister company is in Seoul. So he was like, yeah, like they say like every, year or two, like they send some of their like employees to the office in Korea. And my brother's like, I'm like the only Korean dude on the floor. So like, why, like I feel like I should be the one to go, just like joking. But yeah, so we were just kind of talking about like how it would be fun if like I was there and he was there, and then obviously like my mom and stuff would visit, and we can all just like spend time with relatives, grandparents, you know how it goes, all the emos and yeah.
So if he decided to go to Korea, how long will he be staying there?
I have no idea. I think it was just like it came up in conversation, but nothing in detail. Like I think he just like mentioned it. But yeah, I think he like overheard that like they like sometimes send some folks to Korea, and so it probably like planted a seed of him wanting to go. Yeah, I think it's really only just for like
A few months.
Yeah,
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, because his like home base is in Chicago.
When was the last time that you've been to Korea?
Me, I went 2019.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
So your sophomore year.
Yeah, sophomore year of high school going into my junior year. So yeah, 4 years ago.
Have you been to Korea?
No.
Dude, Korea's so beautiful.
I would love to go.
Genuinely, like I've never heard a single person who has ever visited Korea and has said anything but like incredible things.
I believe it.
Yeah.
But don't go during the monsoon season, the rain
Yeah.
season.
Right. It's so bad right now.
That's
yeah.
why I'm here, guys.
Yeah.
The weather's nice.
Yeah. Like the recent. Did you hear about like the one like highway?
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Wait, how
the
do you know
flood.
about that?
I mean, like my mom watches like
Oh,
KTV news and stuff.
And then
yeah.
she told me. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Because I wasn't expecting you to like keep up with like Korean news.
Yeah. I mean, my mom watches like
Your mom watches it.
Korean news. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were just talking about it today, actually.
And when I came here, the air quality was really bad, and this was
Mm.
my first time experiencing like during the summer here.
Mm. The summer here?
Because I've never experienced like the air quality being this bad. Like still.
Yeah.
In Michigan?
Yeah.
That's primarily because of the
Ow.
wildfires that
right now it's like
Yeah.
it's so hot that the ozone level or something shit is like
Yeah.
popping off. I don't
Yeah.
know. I just see ozone and I'm like, okay.
yeah.
Because 2 years ago, I don't think I stayed here over the summer, and I don't remember like being this bad.
Yeah, it's really bad this year. Like it's like hazy all the time.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. The world is ending.
Mm.
It's like when I check the weather app, it's like red, orange, like
Mhm. Oh yeah.
the thing.
I know. I wonder because I know. So there were when it was really bad, there were like the Canada fires out
Yeah.
west, and then there were like northern Michigan fires that
Oh.
caused like a second wave of like more smoke and haze. But yeah, it's just the air right now. It's just getting
Pollutants
exponentially worse.
Yeah, pollutants are popping off because this was like the worst allergy season like ever recorded in
Mm.
history too. I had to
Yeah.
go. I have like severe seasonal allergies, and I went to my allergist. They were like, "This is like the last 2 years have been the worst years for allergies.
Mm.
I've never had seasonal allergies in my life before last year, and I get like my eyes swell shut kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
the picture is crazy.
Shouldn't
Bad.
have gotten it better since during COVID we stopped everything.
I-
no.
Well, it was like
We stopped, and then everything like
Post-COVID.
went 2 times speed afterwards. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Like during COVID, shit was like clear,
Yeah.
but yeah, right after it was
Yeah.
like,
Everyone hit the grind again, and then they
Oh,
like,
yeah.
grinded 2 times faster because nobody did anything for 6 months.
oh yeah,
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have to get into the topic.
oh my gosh,
What's the
yeah.
topic?
Today's topic is friendship.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
yeah.
We actually let's do a thumbnail. I keep forgetting to make a thumbnail. Do you guys have an idea of like what kind of thumbnail you guys want? I keep
I don't
forgetting.
know what's like your classic.
I usually just like clip it out, like take a screenshot.
Yeah, yeah,
But do
That
you guys
works
have
for
like
me.
a preference?
I don't care.
You
Mm.
don't care.
Mm-mm.
yeah. I don't really have a preference either.
Anyway, friendship.
That was my.
Yeah,
Oh,
friendship.
There's my.
yeah.
wait, let's one more time. Okay, that's gonna be my. Oh, that's
Okay.
gonna be our thumbnail. Yeah.
The
Anyway,
classic thumbs
friendship.
up.
To start off this topic, how many friends do you guys have?
What the hell kind of question is
10,000.
that? What?
A lot.
What's your friend group? Like, how many friend groups are there right now? Like social circle.
I mean, I feel like when you're in college, though, we have like our main like inner
Right.
circle,
Yeah.
right? But then like, I feel
Why are
like
you
it's just kind of
laughing?
like,
I went into the microphone.
Yeah.
It was an intrusive thought.
I feel like you like kind of, you just meet like a lot of different people in many different circles in college.
So no friend group. Do you have
I mean,
one
we do.
main-
We do have a
we're
main
one
friend
main
group.
loners. We're
Oh, yeah.
loners.
One
Oh,
main
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Who are they?
Daddy chat.
Oh, you guys
Um,
have like a group chat?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's just like a hub of.
Tell him to F off.
Wait, how many
Gabe.
people are in the group chat?
It's like
Wait.
20,
We're gonna-
5.
Wait, 20?
But like,
But this is
but
like.
like, not everyone's like crazy
Who is-
active. I feel like I don't know
Oh,
who is-
clam? No way.
Dude, that was from so long ago. Okay, I feel like generally it's
Wait, I think that's Wait, can I think that's. Is that Kyle?
I think so.
Yeah.
I would say like, I feel like active, probably like 15, 16, right? Of our like people that like
sounds about.
like when we have like a little like kick back, you know, like people who
Yeah.
would show up.
I don't even know anymore.
But like not everyone.
just show up.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, so what do you guys talk about in the group chat usually? If there
Bro,
are
we
20
just
people.
We just, like, troll
tear
each other.
new ones.
Yeah.
It's like
Like that's all the group chat. I mean, it's just like planning.
We only
and
know
then,
tough love in that group chat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we plan and then we just tear each other apart.
Yeah. We like plan an event and then like the most
Mm.
horrendous pictures that we take of each other at that event will then circulate like the group chat for 2 years.
I think the one thing that is cool about us, like we do like text once in a while, but
Yeah.
we actually like spend more time in person than we do like just texting.
Oh yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
we hang a lot, which I think
Mhm.
is cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, so how did that friend group get created?
Oh, that's a fun question.
Yeah, it was like
I was not maybe not. I could be considered an OG, but
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
not originally an OG.
well, it was so our friend Navya and Logan were roommates and they moved in I think first of like all of our friends. And then they started like a frat chat, like group chat, just to like go out to like frats, you know, freshman year. And then like I'm super close with Navya, and then close with, I mean, obviously I roomed with Maria. Sid lived across the hall. We knew some like other folks from Grand Rapids.
A lot of it's like a Grand Rapids core that came
Yeah.
here, and then like Navi was roommates with Logan, who's friends with Gabe, so they came in.
Yeah.
And then I met you. They lived across the hall from me, so I met them,
Right.
and then I came in. And then
Right.
two of our other friends who lived down the hall, Tanya and Ava, met. Tanya met you before I met you, so she was
Yes.
in, and then
Yeah.
Ava came in, and then I came in, and then Ava came in,
Yeah.
and then the boys, Jacob and John, went to Grand Rapids.
Right. And then we met, because we didn't know like
Oh, Grace.
Enzo.
Grace, you knew from
Right.
like, Grand Rapids too.
Right. And then she moved to Illinois. And then we like just stayed in touch for a while, and then we ended up being in the same dorm. So yeah, and then she was like hanging with us. And then we didn't know like Enzo or not before.
We met Enzo in the dorm. They're also from Grand Rapids. But like
which is
different
crazy.
part.
I mean, it's just like I feel like
Yeah.
like there were so many Grand Rapids people in Markley. Like
Bro,
a
there's
lot
Grand
of
Rapids
people
all over
everywhere.
this
Yeah.
town.
Yeah.
TBH.
Yeah.
There's so many Grand Rapids kids at the school.
Yeah.
But then Maria knew Nick.
Mhm.
So then Nick came in. And then Enzo, like Maria met Enzo. So then Enzo came in, and then Natalie came in.
And just like
Will Hollis was Grand Rapids.
mhm. I feel like it's genuinely just like,
What are we missing? I feel bad.
and there's like Claude.
Yeah.
And like
Also
Sarah
went
and,
to Grand Rapids.
technically like Sarah and Molly are
Yeah.
in there, but
Also
I f-
GR people.
yeah, but I feel like so they're a year older, so I think they have like also like they're kind of like established friend group as well that's like their age, and then because like it's them that are older and Claude,
Yeah.
and then it's like all of us are
I'm like
a year
scraping
younger.
my brain to know if we.
I mean, it's like
I think that's ever like
I
that's
feel
like
like
the
people that,
OG
like-
group from
right,
like,
right, right.
freshman year.
right,
And then so many people have added and like to that, like our group chat's massive
Yeah.
now. Oh,
Yeah.
Izzy German, friends with Logan from high
Yeah.
school, and
right.
Gabe.
Yeah, I think like we started like going out as a group, and then like we got close with Sid because then like she came out with us one day, and then like I guess we just hit it off, and then yeah, I feel like in college like most of the time like you just like start hanging out with like people, and then they just like integrate into your like social circles
Yeah.
the more you spend time with them, just like naturally.
The cool thing about college is that like especially your freshman year, you meet so many people, and there's like no
Mhm.
beef if you just kind of like low key cycle through friend groups because you're just like trying to
Yeah,
find people you mesh with.
Exactly.
And like I met a ton of people, and then I ended up with these effers, and
you love me.
and yeah, like that's like like nobody's gonna like hold it against you. Like everyone's just trying to find their people.
Right.
And that's like the cool thing about it is that like I feel like I went to a really tiny high school, so there was like no room for that.
Mm-hmm.
But in college, like there's so many people, and you can just go and find your
Right.
peeps,
Right.
which is cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any friends?
Me right now.
Any? One? I'm just kidding.
Imaginary one?
Actually, I don't really hang out with people.
Really? Well,
Fair
what do you
enough.
like to do? You like to rejuvenate, just kind of like doing your thing?
I mean, you're like living is talking to people.
Yeah,
so-
that is so
Maybe.
true.
Maybe that's
you do
why
get a
I'm
lot
not-
of social interaction. Yeah.
Maybe that's why I'm not hanging out with people. But all my friends kind of graduated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always tough.
Plus, after doing this, it's like, yeah, I think you guys are right. I meet so many people. It's like, after that, I kind of want to do my own thing.
Yeah,
myself.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
That's good though. I mean, college, you can just like take things at your own pace.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
yeah.
But I guess, I mean,
Friends, yes.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I just like hit my chin on this. It probably went dong.
oh
It's
god,
gonna reverberate in the
Yeah.
microphone.
that was a wholesome moment.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah,
Very wholesome.
you guys are my friends.
Oh yeah. You're my friend. You're our friend.
I think I have friends, but I just don't like hang out with them.
That's
That's
so
valid. I have a lot
Yeah.
of like friends that I don't. I talk to like, 3 times a year or something.
But you know what? It's so great though when you do have like people in your life that you can take space from and not hang out with them all the time, but whenever you go back to them, it feels the same. Like you
Yeah.
just pick up where you left off. And I feel like honestly, some of the most strongest relationships that I have, a lot of them obviously from home, because like, you know, your hometown friends go to a ton of different places and you always pick up where you left off. But yeah, I feel like some of like the strongest relationships you have are like those kind of, I don't want to say low maintenance, but like low maintenance. Like,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
you don't have to put in like 110% of yourself all the time to maintain this relationship, because you just know you're always going to be there for each
Yeah.
other.
I'm like a firm believer that I think like distance can be so beneficial in friendships. Like it really shows you like how, because I moved when I was like 11 and I had all my friends where I lived before, and then I moved away and I only talk to one person now from there. And she's been like my best friend since I was 8.
Anna.
Yeah.
That would
Shout
be
out
really
Anna.
awkward if it wasn't
No,
Anna.
yeah.
If I said Anna and it wasn't Anna.
But I see Anna like maybe twice a year, maybe. I don't like, we like will have some sort of communication like once a month or something. But like when I see her, it's like no time passed.
Yeah.
So like, but I also think I have a lot of friendships now, like a lot of close friendships where had I stayed in a close proximity to them, like I think just distance is good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that was like with me and Grace, essentially.
Yeah.
Like,
Because you don't know what could have happened if you stayed together.
Yeah.
Like that sounds bad, but also
No, but
I
that's
don't know.
true.
I think
Yeah.
distance can make things a lot stronger
Yeah.
in terms of friendships.
So,
Yeah.
so what happened with Grace?
Yeah, so Grace is one of our like best friends. I was super close. I met her in 5th grade, then we became friends. But we didn't become like really close, like more like best friends until like 7th grade. And then we were super close throughout middle school. And then after the first semester of our freshman year of high school, she moved to Illinois. And we just ended up like keeping in touch. Like, you know, if shit would happen in our lives, we would just like FaceTime each other, text each other, check in how we're doing. But yeah, it was like one of those where, you know, obviously you're not talking to each other all the time. And I'm also really surprised that we like came out of that period almost like still as close as we were when she left, because when you're in high school, that's like a very formative period of your life. You like meet a lot of new people. But yeah, so we just kept in touch, and then you know, we let fate do his thing. We both got into Michigan, both got put in the same dorm. And then yeah, I mean, not that we needed to rekindle anything because it was always there, but like just being in that same like dorm space too, I think definitely helped us like being able to constantly see each other again. But yeah, I mean, there'd be periods we wouldn't talk to each other for like months, or like really only a few times a year when she was living in Illinois and we were in Michigan. But just I kept in touch. Always felt the same.
Because I don't know where I saw this, but there was an idea where even friendship, you have to like invest your time into it.
I think so.
But at the same
Yeah.
time, when we think about when you guys are living in a different place, you guys aren't like really spending time together, but it also works.
I
that
think
way.
it just makes you appreciate the time you do have with them more. Because like when I see like my friend that now lives in Boston, I saw her Saturday, and like you just like appreciate the time more, because I haven't seen her in 6 months and we don't talk like ever really over the phone because we're both busy. So like when I do see him, like you put like I wasn't on my phone at all. Like I was like fully there because I hadn't seen her in like really 7 months. I haven't seen her since January. So it's just like you appreciate your time more, I think, and then you appreciate like your friendship more and like that person, because you don't see them ever. But it's weird that we're like so old now. We have those people in our lives.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Honestly, I think that like the way that, because I've heard that, like you invest time into your relationships, and obviously time is super important, but the way that I've always thought of it is like investing time is more just like a reciprocation of love, I guess. So it's like, it doesn't have to be a ton of time, but like if one person, you know, if you are in like a long distance friendship and it's always only one person reaching out and asking how you are, it's like that. I mean, time wise, that takes like 5 minutes to, not even, it takes like 30 seconds to text someone and be like, how are you? So like, that's not a lot of time, but like you want to reciprocate that and like, you know, also be the one to reach out every now and then and not always be the one receiving like so I feel like it's less like investing time itself. It's
Maybe
just like
energy.
Yeah, like how you reciprocate your love. Like, are you giving back what they're giving you? And I guess giving back or like initiating that is like an investment, but yeah, I kind of see it that way rather than like you have to be spending hours with someone in order to have a good relationship. It's more just like
matching the energy.
what you do. Yeah, like what you do in return for someone who does something for you.
Yeah, I agree. I also think it depends on the person, because I'm like so awful at reaching out to people when I like when if I go home or something, like over the summer, like last summer I didn't talk to, like I occasionally would text people or like slide up on stories or whatever, but like I'm just like in my own world, you know, but then I like pick up right where we left off whenever I see them again, because it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it is also like how well you know the person. Like obviously if like we didn't text, like you know, like I'm not gonna be like, oh, Sid hates me, like she's not like I mean, you know, it is very case by case, but I guess
but I agree, like reciprocating energy is huge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotcha. So that's the next question. It could be a little sensitive.
Oh.
Because I've been kind of thinking about this idea.
Okay.
I was gonna say, this is a very like this is a question with a lot of depth.
That's so much.
That's it. I wanted to go in a little
or a topic, I guess.
Yeah.
So there's some guy.
Did you hear my arm?
Your elbow crack?
Yeah. Shit's like making me work out, bro.
So there's this guy talking about all friendships or all relationships are transactional. That idea. What do you guys think?
Transactional, like how? What do you mean?
Whatever it is.
I've seen this. Like you do something and you get something in return.
Yeah, that idea. I've been like kind of struggling to kind of like sort out like what does that mean? And is it actually true?
I mean,
I think any how do I articulate this?
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, like, I think in, like, a true relationship, like, you do things because you love that person, not expecting something in return, but a success of a good relationship is that reciprocation. So it's like, you shouldn't think of it transactionally. Like, you shouldn't do something with the expectation that you'll get something in return, but when you look at a healthy relationship, that is how it goes. Like if someone is there for you constantly, you also want to be there for them, so in that way you do kind of have that like give and return, but it's not that it's like expected, it's just like natural because you both naturally want to be there for each other, if that makes sense. So it's like less of an expectation, but it is like when you kind of zoom out and look at like the just like pattern of how the relationship goes, I think healthy relationships, you do see like a reciprocation. But I think transactional makes it sound more like like, oh, I'm gonna like put this hoping that I get something back. Like, you know, it's more just reciprocation, I feel like.
I feel like that's like a really nuanced way to look at it, because you could argue that like every interaction you have in your life is transactional.
Right.
But like in terms of like relationships, whether it be friendships, whatever, I think maybe there is an element that's transactional, but to its core, it's just like it can be labeled as transactional, but it's just you like giving and maybe receiving or whatever. But it's also like some people that's not like their like the love languages. Like
right.
Some people are like givers, and some people like give in other ways. Like that's very materialistic too, is that idea. But that is a thing to ponder on, because in a way it kind of is, but also it's like takes the humanity out of relationships.
I
don't know.
Agree.
Interesting though.
So
well, how do you think about it? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Because because what I'm doing, asking people for like if they want to be in the video, you know, I think of it as, you know, I'm like making my life out of, you know, kind of using them.
I mean,
But some people like the
Yeah.
clout. Some people like because you have a following, and they're like
Right,
everyone
right.
like knows who you are.
right.
And sorry, if they have TikTok, they know who you are. It's like some people like you make your living off of them wanting clout kind of thing. Some people don't care, and they'll just be like, yeah, whatever. But I don't know. I don't think that's like fair to say it's like transactional.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't think of, like, this is just fun, like, you know. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think that we're not like, oh, he's using us for, like, video content. It's like, we, like, show up because it's fun.
Yeah,
like,
this
you know?
is like an
and it's just
enjoyable thing for us to do.
Yeah, because as you said, what is it? A healthy relationship. Even
Right.
though you don't like expect something from them,
Mhm.
like it's better if the other person also matches the energy, or like also kind of like gives back.
Yeah.
So like when I do
think
this,
that's
it's
fair.
like I get something, but I have to give back.
I mean, I think this is much more surface level than like I mean, yes, we've like met through this, but it's not like the foundation of like how we are as a relationship as people. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't think you have to think so much like, oh, they're, you know, helping me with this podcast, so like I have to give something back. Like, you know, it's just like,
No, we just enjoy
yeah,
it.
like we're just having
Like
fun.
the transaction is the fact that we enjoy doing
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Because that's what I was kind of like struggling to kind of like to kind of have my mind like
Mhm.
to set in like the right direction.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But as you said, I have to give back though. That's the thing. That's a healthy relationship.
Like I
right?
said though, like for your TikToks at least, like you know damn well, at least a half of those people are like, fuck yeah, get me on this and let the video blow up, and then like I get my
Yeah.
60 seconds of fame.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess it's like you giving back, but I don't think like. I guess it's kind of different than like relationships, because you're having like a 20-minute max interaction with someone. You know what I mean?
Like every time you make a video with them, like I feel like you don't necessarily have to feel the need to like give them like $20, you know?
Mhm.
Like
It's just.
I mean, it's just like
fun.
your hobby, you know?
I mean,
and,
it
like,
also,
your life.
Also maybe your
Yeah.
livelihood, but
Livelihood.
Also, like,
I said your life. Like hobby and
maybe
life.
like
yeah.
the transaction is giving the joy, like giving people the joy of watching the videos, because so many people like watching the videos and they find them entertaining. So
Right.
like you having people be in them, like that transaction, I mean, it's like your livelihood, but then you like give people like the joy of watching the videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you like, it wouldn't be popular if they didn't like watching
Right,
it.
right.
Gotcha.
There you go. Now you won't have an existential crisis.
Yeah.
Over
yeah.
it.
Yeah. I think you're chilling.
Actually, because like as I'm doing this, like I get the numbers, right? I get the statistics. So it's like
Statistics.
yeah, I think that's like kind of mind-boggling.
Yeah.
With the numbers.
Yeah. No, that's valid.
Gotcha.
Yeah. For sure.
What's your next question?
Next question. I'm just still thinking about that.
Yeah.
Let's have a moment of silence. Let me kind of like
Understood.
store my thoughts. Or like let that sink
Yeah.
in. Stop looking at me.
Don't feel guilty. It's not.
No.
It's not that deep. at the end of
Yeah,
the day.
no. I mean, like, I think when we talk about like giving back and reciprocation, that's like when you're thinking about like relationships like deeply, you know?
Mhm.
Like that's when you're like analyzing a relationship. Whereas like
Like I think of.
yeah.
I had an instance 2 years ago where Catherine let me like sob in her lap, and then a couple weeks ago we had an instance where I let Catherine sob on my shoulder.
Right.
Like you given.
Yeah.
You given,
I mean,
you given.
there's no timeline,
you
it's
take.
just-
Yeah,
right, exactly.
It's just you go back and forth. That was a cute
Gotcha, gotcha.
example.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, I have to think of another one, but that idea just like keeps like blocking my head from thinking.
I understand.
Yeah.
I'm blanking out.
Yeah.
You need to
I
make
mean-
an outline.
Yeah.
Make an outline. Kidding. You don't care.
I have a question. I think it'd
Mhm.
be interesting.
Ooh, okay.
Thank you for the question.
What?
Thank you for the question.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think is the most important? And like we can take a second to like marinate this a little bit. What do you think is the most important thing that you've learned from your healthiest relationship and your least healthiest relationship? So like the most unhealthy relationship that you've had with, you know, like relationship by all means, like, you know, family, partners, friends.
Unhealthiest? I think people know when you outgrow someone. Don't force it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, don't keep people around for the convenience of it. That sounds shitty, but
No,
like
that's real.
so emotionally and like mentally exhausting. Like, or if we're really close with someone and you're not as close now, like there's no shame and there's no harm in like just letting it go and letting it be what it be, like letting it be whatever it ends up being. Like, there's so many people. I remember the first time I unfriended somebody, but it needed to happen, and I was like the most evil person in the world for a while, but like it needed to go. Like, it was not the vibe anymore. This was also, I was 12, I think.
Protect your peace.
Yeah, for real. I'm glad I
Yeah.
did that then, so I know now, because now I'm like, it's not the vibe anymore. It's not the vibe. Goodbye. Like, obviously I'm not the only, I don't think, usually you're not the only one feeling it, is my opinion. Like, people grow, people change. It is what it is. So I would say, like, from my most unhealthy relationships, when you know it's time, let it go. It could go from like being besties to like just being a friend. I've had plenty of those where I'm like really close with someone,
and then you just
outgrow it,
right.
and
Yeah.
then they're just another friend there. Maybe they're not as close,
Absolutely.
whatever, or maybe they're not your friend at all. It just shit happens. That'd be my answer for that.
Yeah.
Should I go or do you want?
Yeah, go for it.
Unhealthy one. Let's go for an unhealthy one. I think for me, I've been struggling with like giving back the same energy. So I'm the one that's making
We're a little wrap around. We're a little circling around.
So I'm the one that's making.
You're
it
the
unhealthy.
problem. I'm just kidding.
Wait, are you the one that's not reciprocating, or you're
I
the
don't
one
think
giving?
so. Especially like when they text me something, when they call me. Like personally, I don't like to like text or like call in general.
Oh,
But like you might be giving in other ways, you know.
If I see them, I'm
right.
fine.
Right. You know what I mean?
Like-
Like
yeah.
that was just like one example. Like you don't have to, you know, maybe they are the ones to text and call, but maybe when you guys hang out, like you initiate love
I think that's
differently.
unhealthy though.
Mm.
So right now, I'm making it
Yeah.
unhealthy. So I feel like if they like reach out, I think you should also reach out. That's it.
Yeah. I
What'd
think
you
that's
say?
good. I think really similar to you said. I was like the first thing that comes to mind is definitely like space. Like with, you know, like any relationship, but yeah, with friendships too. I think like people, I mean, we are all people and we have like very limited capacity, like emotionally and mentally. And I think like there are some people that as you grow up, like they can take up more of that capacity that you might not have anymore. And so sometimes instead of like growing to resent them, like stepping back, you know, whether that's from best friend to friend or friend to like acquaintance, you know, like I think that ends up preserving the relationship for a much longer period of time than if you try to force something. So yeah, I was gonna say that's essentially the same thing that I was thinking of too. Yeah.
I feel like when I had a roommate like a few years ago, I felt like since I was seeing that person every single day, right? Like even though the relationship I had with my roommate was good, like because I was like seeing him every single day, it was like kind of like making it unhealthy.
Yeah, I can understand that for sure.
So I feel like even though you really like that someone,
I mean, having a roommate though, like, is so different because it's like, as people, you need your own personal space.
Yeah.
And I think like having a roommate is like you can love your roommate and everything, but still just want personal space to be alone and like have time to just like lock yourself in the room and like just rejuvenate alone. Like I think that's like a very, very healthy need and a want to have.
People who say that they like live with their best friend and they love it and they spend every second with each other are either psychopaths or liars. And that's the truth.
Like, even when I'm walking, let's say I know everyone here, right? Let's say I'm walking by and I see the same person every single day. Like, then it gets to a point where, like, oh, wait, it gets kind of awkward. Even though you're only, like, seeing them for, like, a few minutes every day, though. That's how I feel.
Gotcha.
I don't.
Gotcha.
It might be, like, a personal thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Look at you.
I don't know. I was like, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. Like, I feel like I like always say gotcha, but then
because
the more that I think about
Gotcha.
got you. Yeah.
Gotcha,
I'm like,
gotcha.
Loki, really catchy.
What do you guys think? Do you guys get sick of people, even though you guys are only interacting for like a few minutes, but you see them every single day?
I feel like for me, not.
No.
Yeah, just like me personally, I don't think as much. It really does depend on the person. Like, I mean, if
Yeah,
it
I
is
think
like
it depends on the person.
like, you know, everyone has people in their lives that like they're like, oh yeah, like this person's kind of like irritating, you know. Like someone you might know in class or whatever, or just like anyone. But generally, for the most part, I don't feel that as often. Definitely sometimes, but not as often, I would say.
In complete honesty, I'm a kind of irritable person, so I would say yes. Like, I get like annoyed and pissed and irritated kind of easily. It also depends what mood I'm in, but usually I'm on the grumpier side, and so I would say yes. But like, I'm also someone, like, there's like that saying where you don't want to live with your best friend for that reason. I think we've done pretty well.
Yeah.
I would say there's definitely people in my life that I wouldn't want to live with, ever. I love them, but I'd probably fucking hate them afterwards. Dead out. I'm not even joking. Like, there's some people in my life I love to death, but if I had to live with them, oh my God, we would be like on each other's hit list afterwards, or they would be on mine at least. But I don't know, overall, I think just knowing, like you said, understanding like boundaries and space is huge. Like, we had a year to like build our friendship before, and Catherine understands that I am an irritable person, and like if I'm in my room, I'm in my room.
Yeah.
Don't bug me. And she gets that, and like that's why we can make it work.
Yeah.
And we also have our own rooms, which is huge.
Yeah.
So we can have that like separate space when needed. But
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Definitely, there's definitely a fine line. But yeah.
Yeah, I feel like living with best friends is like fucking awesome, but as long as everyone just respects each other's boundaries, and also like having similar living styles, you know.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing too.
Yeah, just like,
I think like being able to separate, like, so many people want to like force living situations because you're friends, but like just even like figuring out housing this year, we were able to like identify like there's some people who should live together because they wake up early, and then there's people who like should live together because they kind of are like on the same schedule, sort of thing, and that just makes it easier, because then you don't have like people getting like mad because people are up too early, people getting upset because people are up too late. Like, then you're kind of on like the same pace. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you start to kind of like differentiate like roommate problems with friendship problems, because the worst is when you have roommate problems that start to bleed into your friendship, and then you think it's like a friendship flaw, when in reality it's just roommate problems.
You're just
that
not
you can
compatible
just like
living together.
Yeah, and that's totally
okay.
fine. Yeah, that's totally fine.
That doesn't mean you can't be friends. Like,
no,
there's
absolutely.
Like, I'll be straight up. There's people we lived with this year. I love every single one that I will not be living with again, because we just didn't work. Well, it worked. We made it through. But like living style wise, yeah, you know. Yeah. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Now moving on to you guys' podcast.
Oh.
What's happening?
That's we could just skip that subject.
That's a really good question. Well, I was out of town again this weekend.
It's been a busy week. There's been a lot going on.
Yeah.
The podcast kind of got put on the back burner.
That's how it goes.
It happens.
And we're moving out this weekend.
Oh, that's
so
true.
We're like,
the hope was to do it sooner, but
the process,
some
like,
stuff happened.
You know, like move out week, and like we're the last two people
so we have
moving
so much
out.
shit to do.
So like all like the
cleaning.
Cleaning,
okay, how do I say
paint,
this in English? Like mamuri, like, you know, like with doing like the finishing.
The touch, the
The-
finishing touch.
you know, like the I don't know how to say it in English, but like in my mind I'm like, oh, like wrapping it up, I guess.
Wrapping it up.
Wrapping
Oh,
it
yeah,
up.
wrapping
Like
it up.
like we're the
Yeah.
ones to wrap it up. So just kind of like those small little tasks.
So much stuff. We're painting. We're cleaning.
Wait, you
Yeah.
guys have to paint?
We have to paint over some stuff.
Yeah, because like all of us like drilled stuff in the walls
Oh.
and like we like put like spackle over
Yeah.
it, but they want us to like paint over,
Oh.
so it's like like a clean coat, you know.
Yeah, got you.
We don't have to clean the whole
Yeah.
thing, but
we do have to do that.
yeah.
Anyway, since there are some people walking in and out, should we end it here?
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
I'm pretty indifferent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thank you for watching / listening. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Peace out.
Hi.